I'm Candace Lamb, and let's catch up on what's been going on at Dallas Cowboys training camp. We're only 6 days into training camp, and already things are getting real in Oxnard. We've got contract drama, a key injury on the O line, and a few young names who are already making noise. Let's start with the big one. Rob Jones has suffered a neck injury and is expected to miss up to 3 months. And yes, Micah Parsons is still at camp, but that tension has been thick, at least with the fans. While Jerry Jones was up at camp speaking, the fans started chanting, "Pay Micah, pay Micah." Jerry will pay for all of us to get up out of here, guys. Quiet down. We do want Micah to get paid, but we also want to have access to camp still. Now, Parsons is playing under his 5th-year option, but this headline about his contract has been looming over camp. The first week, it took over the headlines basically. So, hopefully, a deal gets done. I can't say when, you can't say when. It's up to the Cowboys at this point and Micah's team, and we'll see what happens. Again, hoping for the best. Now shifting focus to some of those young standouts that I mentioned earlier, starting with Kaiir Elam and that celebration that he had at camp. Cayier got a pick, and it wasn't just that wowed the crowd. It was the all-out Lion King celebration. He borrowed someone's child from the stands or the sidelines there in Oxnard and held the baby up Lion King style, Simba style, and it was so precious. It was just such a precious moment, but it also showed me how much fun that Cowboys team is having at camp. And I cannot wait to see all of the talent that Cayier is bringing to the Dallas Cowboys. Talking about no fly zone, I really think that when he gets into things, we're going to have a no fly zone or no run zone. He is hungry, and I think this moment was precious, but it also is a preview of what's to come when he hits the field. Jake Ferguson, speaking of good news, highlights of camp, Jake Ferguson secured a 4-year, $52 million deal, and congratulations to him. I think it's well deserved. $52 million. That sounds more like a suitcase, like one of those giant, your suitcase isn't actually going to meet the 50-pound weight limit type of bag. I think that's more of a correct term for it. Suitcase. He received. No, y'all aren't going to let me get away with that. Okay, fine. Jake secured the bag. Speaking of securing things, who's going to secure this number one running back spot? Or are we going to have that? Are we going to have running back by committee? Oops, didn't want to say that. Don't want to strike up that conversation because that tends to cause a lot of frustration in people. But from what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, Miles Sanders and Deuce Vaughn have been putting up a good push in the backfield competition. So we will see who's going to be RB1. Are we going to have an RB1? We'll see. Now, I want to discuss the obvious shift in tone of Cowboys camp. Seems like a lot more physicality going on, right? Which is what Coach Schotty wants. So shout out to, I'm going to be corny here. Shout out to Coach Schotty for the physicality, but things got a little bit too physical, right? But Coach did say, hey, person that throws the next punch, you're getting kicked out of practice. I love it. I love what he's bringing. It seems like, yes, the players are being a lot more physical, but they are also seeming to have such a great time, just like the whole Lion King celebration I just mentioned. I saw guys pretending to ride horses at practice. It just seems like they're having a lot of fun. And you guys know, if you have friends, when you're having fun with your friends, you're building those moments, you're building those bonds together. It just creates a whole different chemistry with you and your friends, and that's who these guys are to each other, or we're hoping that they become. They build this chemistry, this friendship, this brotherhood, so that shows through on the field, but also it doesn't hurt to have a genuine connection and friendship with massive football players, right? Now, the Dallas Cowboys have the talent, but toughness, chemistry, and leadership is what this camp has been all about, and it's only going to get tougher as padded practices are already underway. So we're going to see just how physical this Cowboys team is going to get. and how much stronger they get as a group. I'm looking forward to seeing their growth in camp. I'm looking forward to seeing the Cowboys and how they gel together this season. You guys tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts on whatever I've said. Any comments, any questions, drop them below. Let me know. And don't forget, this is Candace Lamb, and I'll talk to you next time.